Hello everyone. Today we'll talk about the process of getting a customs broker license. There are a few basic things you need to know. First of all, you must pass the customs broker license exam. Second, you can be able to get some additional license application information on the official letter you'll receive from CBP. There are three additional eligibility. One is you must be a U.S. citizen and at least 21 years old at the time of submitting your application. Second is you cannot be a current federal government employee. Third is you must possess good moral character. Assuming that you are eligible, and you may apply after you pass the customs broker license exam. But please remember, you actually have to apply within 3 years after the day on the letter notifying you that you passed the exam. And there is a $210 application fee you need to submit. Just for the additional note, if you are actually planning to apply for district permit, then I suggest you actually submit your application for district permit concurrently. If you do so, then you can actually get $100 application fee for district permit waived. So we ended up saving additional $100. Okay, so let's talk about customs broker license application itself. You need to actually fill out 2 copies of CBP form called 3124, and that application is available at the link attached. The form looks like this, relatively very easy to follow through, and you should be able to fill out the application without really no additional help. You need to actually mail the application to the port where you would transact customs business as a broker. I also attaching the link where it actually shows the different the port within the United States. Make sure you submit your applications to the port where you would like to transact customs broker business. Otherwise, you ended up getting the district permit, which you may not really end up using. Going into customs broker license application, there are multiple informations needed. Additional documentation need to be mailed along with the application. Will be 2 copies of certifications of naturalization if applicable, 2 copies of passport or birth certificate, 2 copies of front and back driver's license, 2 copies of front and back of your social security card, 2 copies of recent personal credit report. Make a note that the credit report should be issued within 3 months from the application date. So you cannot really use your credit report which were issued 2 years ago. So make sure that you actually get the recent personal credit report. And 2 copies of notification letter from US CBP broker management branch, okay, which is stating that you obtain a passing score. If this is your first application, you have to submit it as an individual. I mean, there is basically 2 different types of license. One is the first individual, and then there are actually entity, which could be corporations or partnerships or LLC or different kind of the license. So make sure you need to submit applications as an individual. If you actually have any further questions and comments, clarifications, please contact the broker management office located at their phone number is 562-366-5404. Okay, we'll talk about applications review process briefly. There are 3 levels of review. The first level review is multiple agency background investigations, and once you pass that, then there will be CBP Port Director's review, and once he approves, and he will send a recommendation to CBP headquarters in Washington, D.C. And then finally, Assistant Commissioner, Office of International Trade, will advise the applicant whether he or her application is approved. In terms of background investigations, there will be fingerprint analysis and review of character references and credit report, any arrest record. I don't really believe your criminal record will actually have an impact of it, depending on what sort of criminal record you have, but that was one of the things that they'll take a look at it. As I mentioned earlier, arrest or convictions do not necessarily preclude the issuance of the license itself. Regarding the interview processes, basically, you actually get a phone call from CBP Port where you submit the applications. Then it will be basically, the time frame will be like a few weeks after you submitting it, right? They will ask you to know what time or day you are able, so you can they can be very flexible. Interview process session is very similar to your typical job interview based on information you submitted on applications. They'll ask you questions about your past job history and any credit issue. They ask you why you left the job. They also might ask you, why you want to become a customs broker. So once the interview is completed, then you'll be asked for a fingerprint on site, right? So right after the interview, they take you to different place and ask for a fingerprint. While the fingerprint is being done, then basically they run your background check on site as well, right? And then, as they're running the background check, they might ask you some additional questions based on, background check. Once the background check is completed, then you will be told whether you passed, right? So they will tell you right on the spot. They may not really necessarily tell you when you actually get your license, but they'll basically tell you the result of the overall interview. There are some additional informations. It typically takes about 6 to 12 months to get your customs broker license after you submit your applications. It could really vary depending on how busy, how big the port. So I'm just giving you a time frame 6 to 12 months. Personally, I think I got mine within like 5 months. You can actually appeal if your application is rejected. More detailed information is actually outlined in 19 CFR 111.17. You can also send written correspondence to U.S. Customs and Border Protections, and address actually listed. I hope you all enjoyed my video today. On my next video, I'll talk about the process of getting your customs broker permit. If you have any question on today's video, you can write your question to address shown, or you can send me an email to, again, the address shown. Don't forget to click subscribe button of my channel for future video. If you enjoyed this video, please click like button. Thank you everyone. Bye-bye.